So that same mock draft, let's look at who he has the Browns going for in the fourth round. We'll group them together. So at 111, he has Henry To'o, linebacker from Alabama. 126, he's got him taking a running back, and it's Zach Evans from Ole Miss. Some people think he could go in the third round as well. But again, linebacker, running back, you got to get guys, even in that fourth round, guys that can stick around and contribute.
Yeah, and, linebacker is a position where obviously Jeremiah Wusu-Kormo is the exception. They took him in the second round, they moved up. But I think the Browns are more comfortable filling that position with, 1-year free agents or kind of mid to late round draft picks. Jacob Phillips, like you mentioned, was a third rounder. So I could see the Browns certainly taking a linebacker in the third or fourth round. To me, if you talk about all the pressing needs, I might say linebacker's number one. And the reason I say that is there's such question marks surrounding Anthony Walker Jr. and Sione Takitaki with their injuries. Are they going to be ready to go week one? Are they going to be back where they need to be coming off for Walker's a torn quad tendon and for Takitaki, the torn ACL in December? So I think you have question marks there. And you have JOK, who's coming off an injury himself, but not as serious, didn't have surgery. If you added another young guy to that mix, maybe with some size, right? If Jack Campbell from Iowa happened to fall that far, I think that makes sense. I think that position makes sense. Even though the Browns don't value it kind of compared to some of the other spots, I think right now there is a pressing need there.
Yeah, and that's another position. I'm curious as to how it evolves in this defense with Jim Schwartz. Because if you get better tackle play, your linebacking play should increase because you're not going to have linemen blocking them and all over them on the second level.
No, that's a great point. But he also says, they also talk about, Myles Garrett said last week, we create chaos and then they clean it up behind us. So I think that linebacker position is going to be important.
Oh, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. They're going to have to tackle. Missed tackles in that linebacking room this year. Jim Schwartz isn't going to deal with that. That's going to be a key.